So Hadley has had celiac disease, and even on a gluten-free diet, she had chronic constipation, anxiety around going to the bathroom, and that issue wasn't rectified with eating gluten-free. And then there were things like GI doctors would give you. Some of the things that were used were Miralax, and some things that were used to help adults go to the bathroom, and that was sort of a temporary fix. And then we found Synergy 2 years ago, and being here a short period of time, Hadley taking some of the supplements, making some small changes to her diet, which already had some restrictions anyway. She was able to have normal bowel movements. The anxiety and a lot of the issues around going to the bathroom sort of subsided, and she's been great ever since. For me, I have had degenerative disc disease and herniated discs from about 20 years ago, and I don't even know what particular thing happened again, but I started to get really bad back pain. And so I believe it was sort of around, you had already been here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That happened, mine was my visits, I think, with the back started after. And then I had, chiropractic, PT, all of that. And I had asked Jimmy, hey, is there anything we can do for this back pain? I took some trace minerals and immediately saw results. Again, we eat a pretty clean diet, so I felt like the dietary stuff we had a little bit under control, but definitely limiting inflammatory foods like dairy, sugar, grains, things like that. So we just became a little bit more cognizant of that.
How easy has it been for you to change your eating and stick with this?
It's been easier with the help of my mom. And I think it puts me in a better mood when I'm eating healthy. So I think it's made a big difference.
Do you feel like you're compared to your classmates and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get sick of it?
Not often, no. No.
You had said something earlier, those thyroid issues.
Yeah, so then that was something that developed around this past spring. When you have celiacs, they do frequent blood work, and once a year they check your thyroid markers to make sure that your thyroid is normal. And around that time, we had that yearly blood work, and we were called by an endocrinology office that the GI doctor had referred us to, sort of panic-stricken because her blood markers were pretty off the charts. Very elevated. And I guess we sort of missed some of the symptoms of hypothyroidism. She was super tired. She had some dry skin. What were some of the other things that you were experiencing? Mostly the fatigue, right? Yeah. And it seemed like her body was retaining a lot of water. So we did go to the endocrinologist, and they wanted to put her on medication. We tried the medication for a couple of days. It didn't feel right to me, but I thought...
I was home from school the whole week that I was taking it because I was having really bad migraines, and I couldn't get up. Everything was fuzzy. So we decided to stop it.
Do you want me to finish?
Yeah.
We decided to stop the medication, and again, revisited and using Jimmy's expertise, said, hey, is there anything we can do about this? And he said, absolutely, we can fix this. My concerns being on medication at such a young age, it's a synthetic hormone. I really didn't want my kid to be on something that was, made in the lab. And I didn't know what the long-term effects of her being on that would be. And although it took probably a couple of weeks, a month or so, and we are now probably 6 months having completely normal blood work. Thyroid is working perfectly well. We still have to have regular blood work just to check, but it's something that has really sort of confused her doctors.
Yeah.
And but we're pretty proud that we were able to do this using the help of Jimmy and Synergy, and avoid being on medication for the rest of your life.
That's awesome. What would you guys say to someone who might be a bit skeptical about what
What would you say?
I would say to like give it a try, because I mean,
I would say, you know, we certainly believed in alternative health methods from the get-go, but I would say give it a shot, because we both had great successes with it. No one in our family is on medication. When we have an ailment, or we feel like we're coming down with something or a headache, we just turn to the supplements, and sometimes we pop in for a quick visit. We come here regularly, just as you would go to your doctor for a checkup. And I would tell everybody that it's worth it, because you can definitely heal your body in a natural way, and you don't need medication.
would you recommend some medication?
yeah, and I think it's like I kind of like coming here like with my other doctors. It's like, oh man, I have a doctor's appointment, but like here I'm like, oh okay, I'm going to Synergy.
I'm going
like,
to see
it's
Jimmy.
It's not that big of a deal.
I think our attitude towards coming here is very different than when you're going to a doctor, because your doctors are, there's blood work and there's some things that make kids uncomfortable, make adults uncomfortable. And here it's definitely feels different, and I know she knows everybody here is on her team and out to help her. So